Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Jess, and today's video is going to be our October monthly budget. If you watched my last video, you know that I am kind of in between what I want to do for, just the way that we budget and the method, whether I want to do digital or whether I want to do cash envelopes, and I like the idea of both. The main thing that I need right now from our budget is just for it to be simple, easy to modify, and not very time consuming. I know that at the end of the month or in the middle of the month, I need to sit down with my budget and just kind of reconcile and make sure everything's the way it should be. But I need it to be like daily. It's really easy to put in the numbers and figure out what I have left and all of that. And I just don't want it to be an additional stress for me, because right now I just feel like last month my budget was taking me a lot of time and I wasn't enjoying it, and I want to enjoy it. I want to feel good about what I'm doing. Even if my budget's not perfect, I want to not be stressed out by the numbers. Russell and I sat down and we talked, and we decided that this month we're going to try the EveryDollar app. I've used it before for like a couple months, and the biggest thing about it is that I use the free version, so you have to go in and manually put in every transaction. And I had a comment on the last video that actually opened my mind more up to it. It's because she said that by using the free app and having to track every single thing manually rather than it being connected to your bank account like the paid version, it kind of held her more accountable for what she was buying and what she was spending, because she had to actually go in there and look at that number rather than it just automatically going through. And I think that makes a lot of sense. So we're going to try this. I honestly was a little nervous about just kind of jumping around. I've been jumping around between a few different things. The biggest thing is I'm still budgeting. So that's the most important piece here, is I'm still budgeting, whether I'm budgeting this way or that way. As long as I'm still budgeting, I'm happy. You can use the EveryDollar app on your phone, or you can get on the website. So I got on the website and I created my budget the way I wanted it to be created on the website, because it's a little easier. But I'm going to show you all on the app, because that's what I'm going to be able to do right now, and that's what I'm going to be using most of the time. So I'll kind of walk you through our budget for the month, and I hope you like it. All right, guys, so I'm just going to be taking you through my budget through the app. So it is the EveryDollar app. And you can see here, this is just kind of the overview. I click up at the top, and you can click through from different months. And then down at the bottom, you can click through to see all your transactions all in one place. And that's kind of cool. It should kind of match your bank account. And then you can connect an account if you have an upgraded version. Along with this insight section, you have to have the upgraded version to utilize that. From there, I'm just going to show you our income. So Russell gets paid once a month. I get paid twice a month. You can see that there. And then we have FSA accounts, which are flex spending accounts for daycare. We get that taken out of our, out of our paycheck, and then we get reimbursed for that. And going down, we've got $50 going towards a scholarship for giving, and then our savings accounts. All of them, but medical and Christmas aren't getting any money put into them. Medical, just because we have a couple medical things this month that we need to pay for. And then Christmas, I cannot recommend more to save throughout the year for Christmas. It'll be so much less stressful, or whatever holiday. You see rent was $750, utilities. We've got our energy bill, our gas bill, our water bill, internet, cell phone for 2 people. And then our iCloud storage is all listed there. Our cell phones are unlimited. I know I could probably get something cheaper, but we really like Verizon. Food, groceries, $8.50 a month. Eating out, I put 0 there, but I want to track if we do eat out, so I wanted to just have a category put in there. Personal and fun, Russell and I both get $100 a piece for personal money that we get out in cash, and we can spend it however we want. And then fun money, just like if we want to take the kids to the zoo or anything like that. Cars, I have car insurance that I pay for, and then fuel for the cars, of course. We've also got entertainment listed. It's just Amazon Prime and then Netflix. That's where we watch TV. and Amazon has like music and stuff as well. Variable spending, this is like things that come up month to month. We could have sinking funds for, but we've decided to just cash flow them. So we've got $75 for Halloween and $30 for a couple birthdays that are happening. Health and fitness, we've got our gym memberships on there along with supplements. So Russell and I use like protein and pre-workout, and I want to make sure we budget for that, and I like to budget it separate than groceries. The next thing we've got here is the kids budget. So we've got daycare for $1,000, and we have 3 kids in daycare. Then we've got Mara's dance class. She goes once a week. And then their monthly budget, which is just for like if they need clothes or shoes or something throughout the month, we just have that money set aside for that. Moving on to pets, pet food, we spend $65 a month just about on, and we do get like a little higher quality pet food, but we have one of our dogs that has a really sensitive stomach, so I think it's worth it to pay a little bit more money for that pet food. And then Roscoe's birthday, I just put $10 for that. Health and medical, kids had to get their immunizations, and that'll be reimbursed from our medical account. I'll show that in a minute. I went to the eye doctor, and my insurance I don't think is going to pay for all my glasses, so I just budgeted a little bit extra for that. And then the rest of that is our monthly payments for the birth of our 3rd kid. So we've got anesthesia, the hospital, and then the providers. And then the last category listed is debt. So the first 2 things there are my student loans, and then the next one's Russell's student loans. And then of course we've got our debt snowball, which I'm getting ready to erase to show you that it will tell you how much money you have left to budget. There up at the top it says $430.60, and here I'm just getting ready to plug that number in so you can see what happens. I did have a little bit of trouble because I was going back and forth. I couldn't get my cursor to go over far enough, so you'll see me struggle here for a minute. It keeps going in and out from this section, but in just a second, you'll see that I figured it out. So here I click into 430, and I needed to add the 60 cents on the end. So 430.60 is going to be the debt snowball, and then it gives me this check mark and says it's an every dollar budget at the top, which I think is pretty cool. So now I'm going to scroll back up to the top to income, and it says, once I get there, it will say unexpected income. And I have $162 that I transferred into that section from the medical savings account. So the $162 that I spent on immunizations was reimbursed from our medical savings account, so that was included as income. Now I'm just showing you, there's this section where you can see like the percentage of each category, and that's really cool. And the important thing here is you want to make sure your highest percentage for the month is, whatever your financial goal is. So right now our financial goal is paying off debt. So once I get to that section, you'll see that we put 20% to debt in this budget, which aligns with our financial goals. So I thought that was really good, and it's just a cool thing to see on the app, and it automatically does it for you. I really hope that this budgeting method is going to be something that we can continue doing for the long haul. I really enjoyed creating it. It was very simple. I can use it on my phone. I can use it on my computer. And I think that that's really super cool. There is another budgeting app that I might try along with this app this month that somebody told me about, just to see similarities and differences, and maybe I can make a video on, which one I liked or the pros and cons of each. But I think that's going to be it for today's video. If you liked it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I upload on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, and we'll see you in the next one.